All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another weekly bullion. And today I want to talk about getting your kids interested in gold and silver. Now, stacking is serious business, and one thing you want to do when you're stacking is focus really on getting as much gold and silver for the best possible price. Meaning you want your dollar cost average to be as low as it can to the fiat spot price. That way you are ultimately stacking as many ounces of silver as you can for the current value of your fiat dollar. However, there are some times when you need to pay up for some special things, particularly if part of you wants to be a collector as well. You might want to get a piece that has some numismatic value. Or you may want to get something that's pretty cool, maybe a novelty item for your kids to get them interested in stacking. And that's kind of what I'm doing. You know, we have a couple things that we have to do as parents, and one thing is to raise our kids up properly in the way in which they should go, so that when they are old, they will not depart from it. And part of that has to do with loving your neighbor as yourself, your love for God, love for your fellow man, and respect for themselves and respect for others. But part of it also has to do with sound money management, meaning how to protect their own wealth so they can provide for their family and also give generously to others who are less fortunate. And so part of that, as far as my thinking goes, means that my kids need to have some sort of an early introduction to silver, meaning they need to have it in their hands, they need to play with it, they need to understand its weight and understand its importance, but it has to be applicable to where a kid is at this particular point in time. So if I, were to give my son or daughter this buffalo, it might be important to them, but it's going to essentially lose the translational meaning of what I'm trying to impart. So, there are some fun pieces. And so what I'm going to do today is I got this package, and I've been waiting for it for a while. And so I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to open it off camera. And man, this thing is packed in there really good. All right, and here we are. So my son's birthday is just around the corner, and I wanted him to have a piece that's kind of fun for him. And he's been really into Sonic the Hedgehog. And here's 1 ounce of silver for Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm just looking at this for the first time. As you can see, that's 0.999 silver. Represents $2 of currency. Although, of course, we know it's much more than that, but you can redeem it in the Republic of Niue. Let me try to zoom in here. Ooh, here we go. So you can redeem this in the Republic of Niue for $2. So this is legal tender down there. But I know my son's going to enjoy this. This will be one of the first pieces in his collection. And if anything, it's going to get him interested in silver. And as he plays with this, he may lose it. Hopefully he won't. But I hope that in giving him this gift, I'll impart to him the knowledge that silver is real money. It's real currency. It can be fun to collect. It can be fun to hold, both figuratively and also in real life. And so hopefully he'll understand this gift when I give it to him, and this is going to be a fun little piece for him. I didn't part with too much money for it. Obviously, I paid a premium over spot for a collector piece like this, but I think he's really going to enjoy this piece. So that's the first thing that I bought for him. Now, the next thing is a another piece. Now, I tried to buy this next piece a couple times, and I'll have to tell you guys, I got scammed. I was on Instagram. A guy followed me on Instagram. You guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. My name is Weekly Bullion, and you can get some nice little pictures of my bullion weekly. Well, there was a guy who was following me, and he had several thousand subscribers or followers, and he seemed like the real deal, and we struck up a conversation, and he actually had this next piece that I was keen on collecting for my son, and so I sent him $40 for it, or something like that. I think it was 40. It might be a different number, who knows. And it never showed up, and after 2 weeks, never saw it, and when I pressed him for more information, he said it should have arrived, and then I pressed him for the tracking number, and the tracking number never came over in his text messages. And I told him I had scammed it, that he had scammed me, and that I wasn't interested in getting my money back. I just wanted the piece that I wanted of silver because I thought it was going to be a great idea to give it to my son for his birthday. And then all of a sudden his account went away. But, you know, it was really weird. And I think that's a warning sign for any young stacker out there, any new guys. Don't get scammed. I mean, I'm a pretty savvy guy. My antenna was up on this, but I kind of felt like for $40, you know, for a guy that had several thousand subscribers, you know, a lot of good likes and reviews and comments, that he'd probably be the real deal, and it turned out to not be. So for this next piece, I actually did something which I would encourage everyone to do, and that is, you know, support the local community. One of the other fellow YouTubers, his name is Patriot Stacker. He's got many more followers than I do, but he's also on Instagram, and I followed him on Instagram, and he's a stacker, but he also flips some pieces. And he and I struck a conversation about a piece I saw, and he said, hey, I'm going to send this out to you the next day. I'm going to give you the tracking number. And it came true to form, just as he said it would, packaged very, very nicely. I follow his YouTube, and you know, it's just guys in the community helping each other out. And, you know, I know that a guy like that is going to hold true to his word, and he's going to be fair in his pricing as well, and he was. So I'll show you this next piece. I got to open it. All right, here it is. And I'm taking it out of its mailer. But really excited to have this and eventually present it to my son. And here it is. It's the Black Panther 1 ounce round. I'm just going to set this aside real quick, and let me see what this says. This is a nice little note here, perhaps. Okay, thank you very much for your order. Please let me know if you've received it safely, if there's anything I could have done to make the experience better. Give me your feedback, and it helps me become a better seller for our community. That's what I'm talking about. This gives me confidence to do many more deals with my friend Stacker. So very, very happy for that. But let's look at this. Oh, I love the way this is kind of shrink wrapped in this mailer. I'm probably not going to take it out of it. I'm going to let my son do that. But look at that. Marvel Black Panther. Turn it around on the other side. Of course, you see the Queen right there. Okay, but I'm not going to spoil this gift by taking it all out of this wrapper right now. It's in a protector. It's in a, looks like an airtight, but then this is also shrink wrapped around this really, really nice mailer, so that's good. So very happy to have that for my son as well. But you know, stacking is serious business, and you don't want to get off track. So for the third thing I bought myself, I had to stay on track. So I got another bar, 10-ounce bar of silver from Pioneer Metals. 10 troy ounces of 0.999 fine silver. And that's going to go right in this little area right there. There we go. And got some pieces for me, some pieces for my son. Hopefully he'll start to pick up a love of silver and other precious metals, and understand that this can be a hobby and also serious business whenever you're stacking for weight. So glad to purchase these fine pieces for my son from a guy in our community. And I'm also glad to continue to stack my stack of 10-ounce bars of silver. So stay tuned to the channel. I've got some other good stuff coming in. I got a really special piece that I ordered the other day, and it'll probably be here in hopefully a week or less, and I'll be back at that time to share it with you. Until then, stay blessed, my friends, and keep stacking. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.